Cancer friends. This is Carrie at wooingnature.life. I hope you're doing well. This is August, the day after the full moon. Full moon has already come in and is about to head out, but before it does, make sure you get some time in with the moon. That's your sister. Okay, so moon energy, if you want to know more about what's happening with the moon, you can check back on this channel. There's some information there that will tell you about exactly what this full moon was all about. I will give you briefly that it's an examination of whether or not you're doing things to fulfill certain duties and obligations that you learned from a long time ago, or whether or not you're doing things because that's what you really want to do. It also does bring in also energy centered around really owning your talents and your gifts at the same time. So definitely check out the information on the full moon view for August. And that'll help you get yourself together, help you get yourself together around what's happening with the moon. Okay, so this is just your tarot reading for August. With that information in mind, I got the King of Pentacles right off bat, and I also have the World right off bat. King of Pentacles says you're trying to get your situation straight, your physical situation straight. It could be your job, it could be money, it could also be your physical health, but right now that's the focus. That's the focus for right now. You get the World card. World cards can represent endings or beginnings, just depends on where you are right now. You could be at the beginning of a physical workout regimen. And then also at the same time ending what you may have been doing. I don't know if you guys have been eating well, or if you maybe have not been getting your exercise on right now, but it seems like to me you're needing that, and that the focus needs to be somewhere in there. For some reason I'm not getting that this is about money. I'm getting that this is about physical health and well-being. Okay, we got Nine of Cups in reverse, which means to me maybe that you're not feeling your best, you're not feeling on top of things, or maybe you're not feeling like everything is all together. I'm still getting that this is about physical health. I think it's like you're ending a regimen, or like you're ending a phase. You may have had some sort of regimen, but then it wasn't working for you, and so now you got to come up with something new. That happens sometimes. Cancers, that definitely happens sometimes. Sometimes you can have like a routine that you have for yourself that you keep doing over and over again, and then your body kind of taps out on that, and now it's time to pick up something new. So I'm getting that very clearly. We got Knight of Wands and the Hierophant in reverse coming up next. Knight of Wands, I'm getting that you're like, I think you're kind of going really fast right now, and you probably need to slow down. That also ties in with your health issues. It's like you're going, and you got your blinders on. You got your blinders on and you're rolling, but you know how your health can stop you in your tracks when it wants you to. I tell people all the time, like, if the good Lord wants you to sit down, he will sit you down. Your body will sit you down. Okay? It seems like also there's some lessons to be learned around that. Like, you have to take time out for yourself, and you have to take time out specifically for your physical health. Keep getting physical health for you guys being an issue or a focus. Yet again, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Tells me there's a change happening. There's a reversal of some sort in play. You guys gotta slow down. Yeah, Chariot in reverse too. You guys gotta slow down. Okay, that means your efforts, what's going to happen after a while is that the efforts that you're making are going to start going nowhere. Like things that normally would, like you would do certain things, or you have certain activities that you do, or certain I just keep getting activities, jobs, things that you're doing all the time, and it's a part of your routine, it's a part of your MO. Like that's what you do, you know what I'm saying? But like right now, it's like you've got to switch all of that up, because it's like you've gone as far as you could with those particular things in place. Yeah. You've gone as far as you could with those particular things in place, and so now it's time to shift gears and pick up a different set of routines, a different set of standards, a different approach to what it is you've been doing, and it starts with you and your physical health. Yep, it starts there. So if things aren't moving, it's because of that. It's because, it's like your spirit guides, your ancestors, God, angels, this assembly, they want you to take care of yourself first before you go to the next set of things. And then the other thing is that there's a different set of routines for what's coming next. Now, it doesn't mean that what you're doing is going to change that much. The goal isn't going to change, but it's just like, I don't know, like, how if you have a workout routine, and if you're only exercising your arm muscles are going to get really strong, and you don't do anything else, like you don't exercise your chest muscles and your back muscles, you're kind of throwing your body off, and it's like, okay, you got this straight, now it's time to go to the next thing. But it's all a part of the whole body, okay? And by that, when I mean that, I'm meaning that kind of metaphorically, not physically. But again, your physical body can sometimes reflect what's also happening in your spiritual body, and also in your emotional body or in your mental body. Somebody else had that same kind of message. It's like you got to listen to your body, because your body is telling you it's a bigger story. There's another narrative that's attached to that. All right, so take some time out to yourself. We got the Hermit in reverse, so you need this time out. Cancer, you guys are rolling, okay? You're really rolling, and you're really super focused, but not right now. Not right now, not for August. Anyway, August is your time out. August is your time out. You need it. High Priestess in reverse. Also, you're needing, and this is the other thing, Cancer, you got a whole lot of major arcana cards in this spread. You got the Hermit in reverse. You got the High Priestess in reverse. You got Chariot in reverse. You got Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You got Hierophant in reverse. Okay? You got the World upright. That's the one thing that's for sure, for certain, that's going on. But you got to take a break. You got to take a time out, sisters and brethren in the world. You got to take some time out right now. This is your season to kind of take a moment. It's not that things aren't going to pick up. It's just that things are not exactly where you want them to be, and they're not going to be where they want them to be because there's somebody looking out for your greater well-being. Okay? Somebody up there is looking out for you right now as I'm speaking. We got the Queen of Wands and the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Five of Cups upright. That means you're not, something has shaken you from your confidences. Something is taking you from your place of confidence. Could be a heartbreak, could be a breakup, could be just a series of disappointments. Things that didn't go well that you thought were going to go well, things that didn't go as well as you thought they were going to be. Is kind of knocking you off your game a little bit. Don't let those things knock you off your game. And again, this is all happening for divine order. Everything happens for the good. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. A reason is always good. So, if something has not gone like the way you wanted to, if something isn't progressing the way you wanted to, that's Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's all because you have to focus on your health and your well-being. And I'm not trying to scare you about your health. I don't think it's something drastic. I don't think you have some kind of terminal disease or anything. I think it's just that somebody up there who loves you dearly is looking out for your total self, because you're not looking out for your total self. You're looking out for like maybe a couple of sides of yourself, but you have other sides of yourself that have to be looked out for. Let's see if we have some more other advice for Cancer regarding this reading. Ace of Cups and Page of Wands. So we got the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands upright. Ace of Cups in reverse to me is also about self-care, loving yourself, caring for yourself. Page of Wands is about getting some focus, or getting the right focus, or putting the focus that you need, the focus that you now have for something else. Is like redirecting the focus. And we know what that's about. It's redirecting the focus on yourself. Okay, Fool in reverse. A lot of major arcana cards for you guys coming up. So a lot of major arcana cards coming up, which means that this is a significant time for you. This is a significant time for you. Very important time. So with all of these major arcanas coming up, it's like, to me, it's a very significant message with a lot of different layers that are impacting a lot of different areas of your life. Your spiritual. This is also can be considered spiritual as well. Some lessons that have to be learned with the Hierophant. Change that's happening. Significant change in your life is there. So just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and wait for things to change. Wait for things to adjust. Wait for the adjustment to happen. We've got Four of Cups here. Looks like some offers are coming in, but it may not be what you want, or it may not be exactly what you need. All of this to me is about, there's a lot of cards about, like, you know, things that you're not happy about, things that you're not feeling good about, things that are not going like the way you want them to go, things that you think should be gaining momentum and they're not gaining momentum, offers that are coming in but not quite the offer that you're looking for. All of that is by divine order, Cancer. You know, it may seem like you're doing something wrong. That's what I feel like what's happening with you all is you feel like you're doing something wrong. You feel like, oh, I'm not doing the right thing, or I'm not having the right approach, or maybe I should change this or switch that. But the things that you're trying to change to make the thing go don't have anything to do with why it's not going. You know, it's not going because it's time for you to take a moment. And that's it. Nothing you can do is going to make that much of a change as far as that's concerned. Now, if you want to make a change that has to do with you getting rest, with you eating well, with you getting on a new regimen for your physical health, eating what you need to eat to fortify your body, to fortify your mind and your spirit, okay? And that can be different for everybody, because everybody's diet is not the same. Everybody's workout regimen is not the same. So whichever it is, whatever applies to you, and if you have been doing something, it's time to switch it. Okay? Exercise some new muscles, exercise some new things, and that's going to end up opening up and giving you a little bit of a breakthrough. Take time for yourself. A lot of self-care messages coming through for everybody, so you're not alone. Eight of Cups in reverse. That's taking some time out too. I'm getting that with the Hermit. The Hermit and the Eight of Cups both in reverse means you need to do some meditation, some prayer, some contemplation. Do some contemplative mindfulness. Exercises are good. Mindlessness is also good. But when you go to those places mentally where you can quiet your mind and get your mind very still, that's where the answers are coming from. And not only answers about what to do about the physical, but also answers about what to do about your work, and also about your relationship if that's involved. But I'm not getting a lot around relationships with you all for whatever reasons. If the work is the relationship, then you know you need a break, right? Queen of Swords, get on top of your game. Start to understand yourself from a standpoint of your own inner truth. Understand your own strength is good. All right, so this Queen of Swords is, understanding yourself, understanding your strength, setting good boundaries within, and then that will help you set some other kind of boundaries with other people or in other situations. It seems like your boundaries are encroached upon. I don't think by anybody. I don't think other people are encroaching on your boundaries. I feel like you're encroaching on your own boundaries in a way, like you're overextending yourself or something to that effect. But it's like, get real with what that is. Like, get real with that. You got to see yourself. You got to step outside of yourself and see yourself. I think that's what this is about. It needs to be this way. You need to spend some time alone, in the quiet, maybe at night. I mean, this is the full moon. Is still, the energy is still in effect, so it may be a good idea for you to go outside at night doing some meditation in the dark, if it's safe for you to do that. We got 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is good. That's not a bad thing. At least you're not like way down. You don't want to be way down. Don't want to be depressed. Don't want to have any of that. And it doesn't look like that's happening. It could be like that could creep in if you would let it, but don't let it. Don't let that creep in. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. And then we have the 10 of Cups in upright, which means that's being sated, being satisfied, being comfortable. So it seems like to me right now, Cancer, this is the goal for you, is to get to where you feel comfortable. And Cancers like to feel comfortable. They like to feel good in their own space. They like to feel at home. They like to feel it relaxed, and they want their emotional lives and their physical lives and their spiritual lives to really be in balance and good with them. And I feel like that's the goal for you right now, but you just have a few steps that you need to take to get there. There's a few steps you need to take to get there, and a lot of it has to do with meditation, and prayer, and getting close to yourself, and then also taking care of your physical. Taking care of your physical life. You got to change your regimen. You have to change your workout routine. You have to change your eating routine. You have to change something like that. That's what's throwing you off. Because you can't keep doing the same thing. You can't, even if it seems like it's working, you can't keep doing the same thing for a long period of time, because you're evolving as a human being, and your body is changing. As you get older, your body changes. The exercise routine that you may have done when you were a kid that you really, really like and you want to keep doing, but it's not doing anything for your body, you have to change and do something else. Sometimes you have to go from doing something, like if you're a person who's really into doing physical activity, you might have to switch up and start doing more mental activity. You know, learn a new language, or take a class, or I don't know, do something, increase your vocabulary. I don't know. Do some, I don't know, Sudoku. I don't know. But whatever it is, it may be like you have to totally do something that you haven't been doing before, because it kind of breaks up the stagnation, if there is any. And sometimes you can be going so fast that you don't even, going so much and going so hard that you don't realize that you are stagnant. You're moving, but you're in a hamster wheel is what you're doing. You're rolling around in a hamster wheel. You're not going anywhere. You're just expending energy. And that cannot be good for your health. That cannot be good for your health. And if you are spinning wheels, this Chariot will be still. It's not going anywhere. So that is kind of the energy that I'm getting from this reading, Cancer, for you. You know, I keep getting over and over that change in that routine is going to be very significant to the changes that you want to see happening in your life right now. Okay? So if you want to know any more about this, if you want to do a deeper dive into something that is related to either your, could be related to this specifically, if you want to get deeper into that and how that relates to you specifically, or if you want to do a deeper dive into something else, either your money or your finances, could be a relationship, you can reach out to me at Kerri, Kerri, at wooingnature.life. Enjoy the full moon. Enjoy the rest of your August. Have a great day. And as always, have a wonderful life.